Japan's National Police Agency now says more than 28,000 people are dead or missing after the earthquake and tsunami there 17 days ago. And the nuclear emergency goes on at Fukushima plant. Officials say water outside Reactor 2 is highly contaminated. Radiation levels there is said to have reached well above the normal level. The Japanese government says contaminated water probably indicates a partial meltdown of fuel rods.
The containment vessel is damaged and the water is leaking. That's the report I received. Of course, the fuel rod-driven substances are coming out, and that's causing the problem. However, I don't have any specific information about the pressure vessel itself.
All right, let's talk rather to our correspondent Wayne Hay, who is in Yamagata in the north of Japan. Wayne, starting off with the latest from Fukushima there, and worrying developments that reactor number 2 still causing a lot of problems.
Yes, it certainly is. It's been the focus of a lot of attention today, that's for sure, the reactor number 2, and the revelation that this highly toxic water containing the radioactive material outside of one of those buildings connected to reactor 2 came just hours after the government had first acknowledged where this water was coming from. All 4 of these troubled reactor buildings have these pools of water in them containing radioactive material. Up until now, they really haven't been sure where exactly the water is coming from. Now they're saying, in the case of reactor 2, it is highly likely that it is coming from the reactor core itself.
Now, the wider picture, of course, the humanitarian situation still ongoing 2 weeks on after this earthquake, and now the death toll expected to rise.
Yes, exactly. That recovery effort is ongoing, of course, somewhat overshadowed, I guess, at least in the eyes of the international community, by the situation at the Fukushima nuclear power plant. But yes, it's been a slow but sure progress of the recovery effort taking place along that Miyagi Prefecture coastline. Those communities that were so badly affected by the earthquake and the tsunami. We had another large aftershock early on Monday morning, 6.5 magnitude, and that once again slowed down the recovery effort as the workers had to evacuate from those communities because of another tsunami warning.
Okay, thank you very much. Wayne Hay reporting there from Yamagata in Japan. Now, Japan's self-defense force has been leading recovery efforts after the tsunami, but there's a wider debate over the role of the military, which had strict conditions placed on its activities after World War II. Margot Tigas reports from Kamaishi on the northeast coast.
Modern Japanese soldiers are anything but battle-hardened. A post-World War II constitution disallows them from participating in war, unless defensively. For many of them, this is the toughest task, sifting through post-quake and tsunami debris.
The most painful thing has been having the family standing next to you, watching when you can't find the body. That's really hard.
But all of Japan has been watching, and the military is behind 90% of all rescues post-disasters. Images of soldiers at the forefront giving a sense of comfort and order, at a time when the central government faces criticism for being detached and ineffective.
The Japanese military has deployed 100,000 troops to the devastated areas. That's nearly half the entire force. They've not just been involved with the initial rescue and retrieval operations, but now they're also helping out in the clear-up.
But it's not just these devastated areas that they are helping rebuild. Also potentially on the line, the future of the military itself. Escalating fears of pressure from neighboring China and a belligerent North Korea have intensified an internal debate that's been raging here for years on whether the self-defense forces should take on a more central and militarily aggressive stance.
It was the largest operation in history. So of course they play a very important role. But of course they're under the strict control of the government, and they are not planning by themselves. They always receive some orders, instructions from the government disaster relief center.
For now, Japan's focus is on cleaning house, and its troops, though undermanned and under-equipped for a military force, feel they're already fulfilling a vital role.
Our mission includes to protect the nation's assets as well.
And that's enough for many Japanese citizens, who feel there are too many immediate concerns to worry about giving their soldiers expanded duties. Marga Ortigas, Al Jazeera, Kamaishi, Japan.
And of course,